zoom out even further and think about the robo-taxi opportunity, and I focus on artificial intelligence, so I'm most excited by autonomy. We think that that could drive $9 trillion in revenue to the robo-taxi platforms within the next decade. And self-driving really comes down to a data problem. You need a lot of data to train systems to drive themselves. And Tesla has a fleet of hundreds of thousands of cars collecting billions of data points every single day. Whereas if you look at Waymo or others, they have hundreds of cars on the road. And so they have such a data advantage. We think they're well positioned to capture that autonomous opportunity. And so while we do trade, actively, and Kathy manages the portfolios on a daily basis, we are very much long-term focused.
Hidden in plain sight, a golden opportunity awaits Tesla. One that could redefine not just their profits, but the entire ride-hailing industry. Join us as we delve into this uncharted territory, where Tesla is primed to revolutionize more than just the electric car market. Get ready to witness how the future of ride-hailing could be transformed by this trailblazing titan. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss out on this one.
So, I think over the next 5 years, we should actually be publishing an updated Tesla price target very soon. But if you look at our 2026 forecast, it would suggest that Tesla's price could top, $1,000 per share by 2026. So that's up from roughly 200 today. So again, I think, autonomous driving as a whole could be a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity over the next 5 years. So even, getting a small share of that market would be extremely meaningful for a player like Tesla. And we really see them as in the lead here.
Do you think that they can capture the mass market as well with their price points, with the autonomous products that they roll out? And also, just a quick take on the backlash that this whole AI drive is seeing right now.
I'm so glad you asked about price points, because that's actually the most exciting piece of this technology. The reason that autonomous driving will be so innovative is because it's lowering the price per mile to get around. So right now, on average, the cost to drive a personal car in the US is about 70 cents per mile. We think the price of an autonomous taxi at scale could be as low as 25 cents per mile, although there'll be support for higher price points. So that would suggest that all over the globe, including places like China, where ride-hail's already pretty inexpensive, autonomous travel should be cheaper. It should open the market to people who are not in the ride-hail space today, to consumers that are not in the ride-hail space today. And it'll completely change how we get around, how we receive our goods. It'll change everything.
Tesla has been a force to be reckoned with in the auto industry. The potential interest of the consumers lies in the fact that the brand has been able to sell itself as a fashionable product in an emerging market. Tesla has associated a series of very positive values that have made it the object of desire of many consumers. Tesla vehicles do not stand out just for being electric, but they stand out for being Tesla. The automaker has not spent a hard time in publicity, but has managed to create a powerful brand using the new resources that globalization has brought. And without investments, it is the car brand with the most engagement. How can Tesla further add to its plethora of revenue sources? Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to Tesla Tomorrow. In April 2022, at the inauguration of Tesla's new factory in Austin, Texas, Musk made headlines by announcing that the company will be working on a dedicated robo-taxi vehicle that will be quite futuristic looking. Tesla has long talked about having the ability to turn its customers' cars into driverless vehicles that could be used as robo-taxis, and Musk had vowed to unveil the car soon and begin volume production in 2024. He stated that with the robo-taxis and autonomy, Tesla will end up providing consumers with by far the lowest cost per mile that they've ever experienced. According to Musk, in terms of how the car would be operated, users would have the option of owning a car and just using it occasionally when they really need it. He added that users can decide how they want to use a car, either to add or subtract it from the fleet. He further stated that the robo-taxi platform would end up being a combination of Airbnb and Uber. However, there is so much that Tesla can do with its robo-taxi, and these may not even be about transportation. What is this money printing opportunity that one seems to be talking about. We're going to have more details in this video, but before we get into it, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to keep up to date on everything going on with Tesla. Musk believes that the robotaxi will be a massive driver of Tesla's growth, and with added features, the robotaxi could be much more interesting. Tesla could create a variety of robotaxis that help meet specific needs. For example, Tesla could offer a vehicle that is better suited for resting, which could let passengers sleep on the way to their destination. Another vehicle could be similar to a home office, offering multiple monitors and accessories that allow passengers to begin working as soon as they step inside the vehicle. And the variety of robotaxis doesn't need to end there. However, these are just a few of the things that Tesla can do with its robotaxi. If the platform is successful, then Tesla can venture into something bigger. Musk stated that the vehicle will be focused on cost per mile and will be highly optimized for autonomy, meaning it will not have steering wheels or pedals. Musk also said that there is a number of other innovations around the corner which robotaxi could start using, and that all could be pretty exciting. In his words, "We are working on a new vehicle that I alluded to at the Giga Texas opening, which is a dedicated robotaxi. It is going to be highly optimized for autonomy, meaning it will not have steering wheel or pedals." There are a number of other innovations around that I think are quite exciting, but it is fundamentally optimized to achieve the lowest fully considered cost per mile or kilometer when counting everything. Tesla has acknowledged that its vehicles are largely inaccessible for many people given their high cost, and sees the introduction of robotaxis as a way of providing customers with by far the lowest cost per mile of transport they've ever experienced. Musk's plan to transport passengers in self-driving Teslas is pretty wild. In addition to selling its line of electric cars and solar panels for homes, Tesla would get 25 to 30% of the fares from owners who share their cars in Tesla's app-based ride service. Owners will be able to use an app to offer their cars as robo-taxis, picking up cash by sharing vehicles when they're not in use. Such a service could conceivably boost demand for Tesla vehicles by highlighting some of the autonomous vehicle value unlock propositions. Under Musk's ride-hailing plan, drivers wouldn't have to keep their hands on the wheel or worry about applying brakes. According to Elon Musk, current ride-hailing services like Uber and Lyft that rely on human drivers cost $2 to $3 per mile. He estimates that his robo-taxis will cost less than 18 cents per mile, so they will be able to undercut the competition. Musk estimates that robotaxi owners could make a $30,000 per year profit depending on how much a vehicle is loaned out in the network. If Tesla eventually produces the robotaxi, then the car company can make even more money in multiple ways. So what is this big opportunity that no one else is talking about? Well, you're about to find out. Alongside providing transport services, Tesla could also venture into advertising by playing ads inside the robotaxi. This could be simply playing ads on the screens available on the back. This way, Tesla could make even more income from payments received from these companies. The average marketing agency earns a net profit margin of between 6 and 10%, with digital agencies reporting even higher margins, up there at around 20%. Corporate advertising agencies, in some cases, report margins as high as 40%. Imagine how much Tesla can potentially make from this, considering the number of people that will use robotaxi services. There's a ton of room for growth in the marketing field, and even if an agency is in the lower range, there's a pretty good chance that with a few strategic changes, it will improve margins considerably. Reports claim that more than half of the advertising profit impact happens in the short term. Businesses optimizing their advertising based solely on these more visible short-term returns are hugely undervaluing the total profitability driven by advertising. Beyond transport, the Tesla robotaxi could be much more. Cathie Wood's firm ARK Invest recently spoke about Tesla's plan to manufacture self-driving robotaxis, which it predicts could become the most valuable piece of the entire business. These vehicles would not require any human intervention and could be the key to unlocking value from brand new industries like autonomous ride-hailing, which ARK thinks could be a $14 trillion opportunity by 2027. ARK Invest had recently shared the results of a series of simulations predicting when Tesla's robotaxi might be commercialized, and 2024 appears most likely, which is in line with the company's prior guidance. ARK estimates that by 2027, Tesla will be generating $1.02 trillion in total revenue per year, 25% of which is going to come from its robotaxi segment. It also further predicts that since the robotaxi business could be an incredible source of growth, it will make up 58% of Tesla's $6.1 trillion in enterprise value at that time. ARK Invest has grown increasingly confident that Tesla will launch a robotaxi service soon. Its updated Monte Carlo models include a range of launch dates, with late 2024 as the weighted average of all cases. The interesting thing is that ARK is focused on the longer term, which supports the claim of many Tesla bulls that Tesla will be big in the near future. The prospective robotaxi business line is a key driver, contributing 67% of expected enterprise value and about 64% of expected EBITDA in 2027. According to the investment firm, across its simulation set, EVs account for 47% of revenues in 2027, at substantially lower margins than robotaxi revenue. Interestingly, robotaxis aren't the only thing that Cathie Wood and her firm are excited about. According to Wood, buying Tesla stock is one of the best ways investors can capitalize on the rise of ChatGPT and broader AI tech. The Tesla bull recently disclosed that the electric car maker's status as the top holding in 3 of her funds reflects its share price's potential to surge 8 times due to its prospective status as an AI stock. It's no secret that brands have started to show more interest in EVs. Global awareness of climate change is forcing companies to seek alternatives to traditional fuels. In this category, Tesla cars have become the most desired and ideal luxury product aspiration. The difficulty in releasing an autonomous robotaxi is the self-driving aspect, which Tesla is still actively developing. The robotaxi's release date will continue to shift in line with Tesla's progress on FSD. Do you think Tesla could use its robotaxi for advertising? Let us know down below. And if you want to know more about what Tesla's been up to over the last few days, go ahead and click on this next video on your screen. See you there.